of how professional these teams can be, right, and how aware you are of what's going on. Because yes, you can have hot drops. Yes, you can have people taking up positions that you don't normally expect. But the main thing you've got to look at here is, okay, how are these teams adapting on the fly? And why were they not adapting on the fly better in the earlier games? Sometimes you can stick to your guns too much.
One thing I want to see here is where is Erangel going? Because it's not a target plane and it's not a multi-power plane. So
you could go.
I mean, it's better
here.
better for multi-power, obviously,
You could
but
go
it's not. I mean, we had this similar plane where they went Sarky last time, so I would expect them to go multi though. We'll see. We'll see. Most likely going to happen. But nonetheless, all 64 players joining forces on the server. It's good to see in these final games. I mean, Exosor is still in the plane. Erangel, Stalber, Kaminsky. I mean, they like to drop on the edges. Well, why wouldn't they? They're going up there. Makes sense. Again, places that aren't contested, why not take them? There's no reason for us to fight wherever it's from, go in on the edge, that's what you can do. Yep.
Kebabs, Primorsk. Now, they've never just gone straight to Primorsk, right?
Well, they've been on the West Coast.
They've always been on the West Coast, but they've never actually gone into Primorsk. It's not happened yet for them. And one thing this team's done is always be split up a little bit more. This time around, they saw other teams drop down there, right, on the previous game. Now, they've gone, all right, we'll take it for ourselves this time.
Yeah.
Oh, again! Again! And
Major Megas, they are not a military! They are in Watertown and they're looking at this saying, you gotta be kidding me! Because they still are within reach of making it into the top, and wow, they have wished they were down there right now.
The one time they didn't, and they could have gone. There was literally no reason why you couldn't.
It was tricky because you have Unique there, and you know that Unity is going to go for the same vehicles you're going to, because they want to go over to Novo. So I mean, there's good reason that they didn't go military, but still,
not good enough.
They're going to wish that they
did. Stick to your guns. Commit. Don't flip flop MYM because you flip flopped at the wrong time. Once again, we get a military circle, and Unity is sat there singing, "Hey, I can dance all day. I can do what I want."
And for us, well, I mean, they got top 3 in military last time, but it's not going to be that easy this time around, that's for sure, because you have multiple teams that were military last time, made more room for you to rotate. This time around, it won't be as simple.
Now, Elgig will be close to getting a boat, right? So there's no problem for them, really. They can work their way around.
Yeah.
They're in a good spot to get that done.
You'd hope so, at least.
Yeah,
we'll see.
depends how long they take. Avangard, they should be all right to come around as well. It's going to be Quick Math again. It's going to struggle with the rotation.
Yeah, Quick Math will probably be coming in late. You'd assume to see that. And for Wizards, I mean, Wizards, this was the last game where they 4 guys pulled up in Lipovka because they know that there's a boat spawn there. And they're like, well, we know they're looting Split, but all of a sudden, pretty much the entirety of Ilkigant were down there anyway.
Yep.
So they had to pay for that one. But for a team like Reciprocity, for teams like Force, they're within 1 point. One is in, one is out. How they will rotate, how they will make this work. They're looting right next to one another. And, well, I mean, it could all come down to the very first rotations and who gets to go into the final weeks and who doesn't. And
it'll be interesting to know if Desperados have seen if anyone went to Novo or not. Because they could just go over the bridge anytime soon once they got their first bit of loot and move over, hold that bridge and be in a real good spot to deny some entry.
The thing is exactly right there, because Desperado, they're safe. They don't have technically anything to play for in the aspect other than pride. And oh my God, can they mess it up for some of these teams? Exactly. They can be the butcher, the penalizer, the murderer of their hopes in this.
I want to see Desperados, be real cocky. Just block it with 4 cars and just stand there and spray at anyone that comes down.
They could full 1920s gangster style. Just pull out those Tommy guns and start spraying like crazy. I mean, they could if they wanted to because they have nothing to lose. But wow, would it be BM if they did. And now look at this Besiktas once again. Full rotation this time around, though. 3 vehicles, not 1. Like to see it.
Thank God. Yep.
But they know that last time they were able to pull it off before Unique got gathered, and next time they do it as well, and it's actually working once more. So clear passage for them over towards the military island, and they don't have any, well, immediate confrontations in Media Makers, because obviously they're not down there.
Babs, I'm going to be interested to see what they can do here, right? You're now getting a crate as well to play from. Like, I'll take that. Happy days, no problem at all. They're in a nice spot overall. They know we Unique play this.
Just wrong button. That's funny.
It happens. It happens. Who hasn't done that mid-game?
I think I have. A lot of times.
I used to do it on my stream where, I got one of them like Elgato switch things.
Yeah.
And I just kept pressing the wrong one. I was like, for realizing not I've just changed games and everything.
There's Wizards. We know they like to do early game confrontations on teams trying to rotate, but O'Connell, just one shot. Con 98. You tried. and that was your chance.
One shot, one miss, not the end of the world. Wizards, though, they do want to engage. They do want to get these extra kills on the board. Lars is being hit a little bit there, still trying to get himself away, but Wizards, they're going to struggle to do anything from this distance as it continues to be increased. 4 hours looking to get over here nice and early. Desperados have made their way across, and they will cause a bit of a road blockade for anyone that does want to take this bridge.
And I'm thinking O'Connell. I mean, he does have an AR, and they need the points. So why not take a weapon out that you can actually kill people in vehicles with a little easier than with a Kar 98 at this point? I get it, you want to do it for your highlight videos and all that stuff, but you need the points, buddies, and well, I mean, might just want to get the weapon that gives you the bigger chance of getting kills with it.
Now, what it comes down to as well, right, is, okay, we've seen boats going to be taken up here. Venkonis are down in Primorsk already. Kebabs have made their way across. This is where the boats start to disappear. Everyone's now having to scramble down. Yeah. Avangard needs to start moving. They have no problem playing in the blue. We know they do that as always. But it's Quick Math who I'm most worried about here.
Venkonis, wait, who took out boats? We were going to Primorsk to take boats. Kebabs, you landed here? Wait, what? That was not part of the deal. Oh, feels bad. You can just tell they were driving. Now we're going to take our boat. Oh, wait, what?
I said
there are no boats? Wait, what?
I called it out earlier and I said, right, Kebab saw what was going on. They go in for Primorsk and now they're like, ha.
Reciprocity as well. We are going to Prim to take out. Oh, wait, there are no boats here. Oh, we have Venkonis here as well. Amazing.
This is going to be interesting how they deal with this. Are they just going to fight or are they going to go in for the rotation round? Anything could happen for sure, but it's more about teams that are going to get themselves set up nice and early, being able to fire into the teams that rotate in late.
And funnily enough, I think Kebabs actually took 3 boats. Greedy guys, but I think they came over. You see them running right here on your screens with the biggest grin on their face. We took all the boats, they got nothing. And now they're forced to drive off again.
Why not? If you can do it, you're hindering other teams. And it may not matter for Kebabs, because let's be honest, they've got no way of qualifying now. 2 games left, it's not going to happen for them.
Not at all.
But it's time for them to at least show, okay, look, there is a reason we're here. Let's get as good a little bit of a showing in. Let's make people talk about us. And that's certainly what they've just done with us, Toby.
They need back-to-back 15 kill wins if they want to get this. Hexedi under fire. Venkonis trying to see if they can do some damage. One shot hit. Holy moly, that's a headshot. That's not the start you want when you're Reciprocity.
They cannot afford little mistakes like that. Now, you can't obviously
plan
out that you're going to get shot there, but it's not good for him to be on his own. No one close by. It's just not a risk that Reciprocity should be taking, especially where they are in the points.
And especially considering that they just got a free boat on Ferropier.
Oh, wow.
They just Hexedi went down for the safe boat.
Yeah.
The safe spawn wasn't there, tried to turn around. And then, I mean, it's on Venkonis. They hit a godlike headshot right there on the vehicle far away. It's difficult to do. Makes it work, though. And for Reciprocity, 3 guys in 1 boat crossing now. Well, I mean, if Kebabs or Unique spot them in the water, that could be them down way too early than they wanted to.
Yeah, they've got to be ever so careful. Keep their wits about them as they start to make it through. Besiktas starting to fire off onto Kebabs. Simsy needs to back away, though, because his teammates are a little bit further away.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to engage just yet and have them all fire on into him. Besiktas don't want to lose their footing they have already.
The Unity letting themselves an AWM there as well, already sitting in 3rd place. That's not what you want to give them. Don't let the guys that already have the points get even more. Sorry, you want to be able to get some of those yourself as well, Shiv. And the remaining 3 players of Reciprocity trying to make the run on up, but there you see Shiz trying to get in on the action, gets himself a little tack to let the guys know that there is indeed people around you. New circle's gonna pop. Azarin and the entirety of Avangard still up by Mill to power. Have quite a run to go, and the circle sent us up. So plenty of room inside of military base, but is that really where you want to go? I guess we'll have to wait and find out, because all the teams are on the west.
Now, this is a circle I can get behind. I'm down with this one. I can agree with it. No problem with this one at all. And it will be hopefully a bit more of an interesting battle going on there rather than just the firefights we saw to the end on the last time.
Look at this Quick Math. They're far out, and you talked about it yourself. I mean, they're not, to a certain extent, they might be safe, but it's going to come down to which teams that are just below them will push them further down. And they're still far north. If they're expecting boats at this point, well, good luck. They're all gone. We just saw 2 teams realize that. And, well, there ain't a whole lot more for them to do other than crossing the bridge at some point, because there's no land left on the north side of the water.
Yeah, all of these teams now have to go for these bridge crosses. Tizarin gets moved out of the vehicle, splattered down, and will get finished off. You, because the one to do it, Besiktas were hot on his trail as well.
Not a whole lot you could do there. I mean, it's a buggy, spins out, try to get into some sort of cover, but they weren't allowed to. That's not a chance that either Besiktas or Unity will let you get. And now Unity here, you see right there, actually close on fight against Besiktas. No shots fired just yet. Wants to have the element of surprise in his favor. Where's his shoots though? No shots are connected. Lux might have an angle here, but we'll see. We've seen Besiktas do crazy things before. Blast on. Ooh, 1 HP! 1 HP with that nade. They do get down tumble though, so some pressure is put on the other side.
Big damage coming out for those nades. More nades rain in, and it's going to be Orange Snow getting it done. Besiktas heavily under pressure here. Ultra spraying away, but he couldn't make all the shots connect. They need to be able to duck and dive around. Puts the smoke down. He doesn't want to be third-partied from behind. He's looking in for more of an opportunity to fight it off here, but this is looking rough for Besiktas.
Besiktas can't afford going down here either. Sure, they're up in the points, but 2 bad games. If they get these in a row and we get the teams that are right behind them with good games, that could push them out. It's this close, guys. Really, really dangerous. Ultra tries to hide behind the barrels, but they ain't gonna grant him much cover, especially not from behind. Those nades are only gonna get closer, and there you go. Dasters hits it, and it's all onto Simsi now to figure, do I really want to go for this 1v4, or do I just want to make the run off?
Well, somebody's not going to be able to make a run off his dupe sickers. Venkonis, they're still waiting at Ferry Pier. They found Quick Map and said, oh, you've come late to the party as well. Let me deal the damage onto you guys.
So when is the boat scheduled for arrival? We have the pier here, but no ships ever come. And they're just waiting for that to happen. Simsi trying to make the run on off, 22 HP and nothing but a hope that nobody will hit him before he makes it over towards safety. Will get himself into the C block, it seems like. Get off that vehicle safely, don't do any damage to yourself. Bada bing, bada boom, there you go. And jump into the one room that you cannot run into prone and just wait it out.
One thing Venkonis just did there that was smart, right? They stuck a sign up and they said, next boat arrives in 15 minutes. And Quick Math went, yes, let's go.
Yay,
we got this. Oh, wait, no, it's a trap.
It is indeed. You see right now, Insolence are taken down as well. One more player eliminated for Quick Math. They're coming in really late. And Venkonis, they're waiting for them.
But neither of them, they're all going to struggle to get in because one of them's going to have to make the bridge cross regardless.
I mean, there's no one
just going across the water at the moment.
Technically, what they can hope for is that the boat, like the circle shifts south, because that's going to sort of solidify even more. There's going to be no one up there once they do start closing. They both teams have vehicles too, so it's whoever comes across with this one that will get it. But the thing for Venkonis, they need the kills if they want to have any chance. I mean, they also need one of those 2 wins with crazy kills, but they had a 14-kill win yesterday, or the day before yesterday. And well, they might just have a chance. Now you see them make the runoff, get into those vehicles and get going, because these next circles, they're going to start chunking you even harder.
The circle shifted down towards the southwest. Avangard been forced out of it as of Wizards, but a lot of teams still within it, so not too bad at all. MWM only just starting to make their through across the water. They've not been taking circle damage though, so they've just been playing it a little bit slow and steady, making sure they hold on to the position and don't get picked off too early.
Siphon and Sweaty Nerds making their run on in, taking a position in planes. This is a scary place to sit, especially if you lose your vehicles, because as you can see, the planes will grant you cover, but when you're caught in the open, as we see Memo right now, there is not a whole lot to play from. He goes down immediately, Orange Snow, making the best of the 20 bullets he has with his AWM. Siphon's going to try to go for the rest, but not a whole lot more to it.
Now Simsi, he is pinned down. Rafi's on the hunt for him.
Yeah.
He's stuck inside. He's going to get himself healed up, but he is the solo player here for Besiktas.
I'm trying to remember exactly what spot we had Besiktas sitting in. I think there should be somewhat safe. Yeah, I would think so as well. Should be just far enough up that they can take this. But if he can get down 1 or 2 players from Reciprocity, they already lost Hexedi. That's going to cost them so much.
And this is it, right? Choosing what you engage in. Reciprocity needs to go as a unit, needs to go together as a team. I would not be splitting up when you go into this because you do not want a player to be finished off. Go in, take Simsi down, get yourself just the 1 kill. If any of you get knocked, it's not the end of the world.
Exactly. Get the kill, secure yourself a space, and I wonder if they know where he is. Ooh. There's a lot of smoke coming out of this room, so, he's just buying himself time. That's all he's doing. That's not the time we want to start wrecking each other. Unfortunately for Amers. Hopefully he'll be able to get rest, considering the fact that they're outside in the blue.
Oh, Simsi tried to back away, pokes his head up, and Rafi does hit him once. Now the pressure's going to be put onto him. Scoom, don't go out into this on your own. You do manage to do it. You get knocked down, but luckily Rafi's there to back you up. Good teamwork overall, but that was a little bit scary because that could have allowed for Simsi to get another kill and put Reciprocity down to only 2 players. Whew.
Yeah, had he gotten that finish off, that would have been absolutely horrible for Reciprocity, but fortunately, not quite the case. Finally, we see Avangard making their presence to the circle. This is kind of Erangel we've seen before, right?
Yes, the late start.
Blue, kill everything.
Chilling in there, waiting for everyone to kick off, and then bringing their A game. And we are yet to see it over these last couple of days for Group A, right? Since this has started off, Erangel have slowed down. And okay, they don't need to. They've got all the points they need, but you still want to see them play up to at least some sort of a good standard, because it is all practice at the end of the day going into the next sessions.
Exactly. That's the thing, right? You want to keep going, because next week we've got the finals. These guys will be attending. It's going to be the top 8 teams from each group. And look at Dicer. Nice headshot coming with the Kar 98. We talked about not wanting to use bold actions on moving targets, but Dicer is saying, well, I got this one, that's for sure, and an Octave goes down.
Octave taking the damage. As Ren and Max will need to get healed up. Loopy further away.
Yeah, New Circle has popped as well, so excluding the eastern side of the military base itself. Reciprocity just going to be inside, but should this next circle shift north and outside of the military base, there's not going to be any cover for a lot of these teams that are cramming themselves inside.
Then Conus are sitting living the dream, because they were the last of the party, and they've actually managed to sit up there, and they're just within the circle now.
How did you knock yourself, Sorcerer? I don't know. But Coldamentum, the master of smokes.
Low health, jumped off a building,
Jumped off a building from below. That's the that's probably what
the
happened
classic.
on a bike. Finkwin, VSS Lord, shoots down towards Reciprocity. We see it on the screen right there. So all these teams that are outside now trying to contain what's inside, but they also have to be aware of whatever else is outside with them. Savage and El Gigant getting themselves some points, and now Wizards on their rotation starts knocking each other too. Not what you want to see in these final 2 games.
Max is although starting to get himself some kills on the board. At least the knocks. Can he get the finishes off here? Erangel, this is where they start to shine a little bit better, chasing the teams, forcing the teams into the circle, and just giving them absolute hell.
You knock your teammates, and now you've got 2 guys knocked. The thing for Meet Your Makers is, do they want to push on this? And it looks like they do. They're coming over the valley. Under the valley? Moving through the valley, I guess you can say. And up on the other side, but I believe they realize by now, Laura and Ropesy, it took us too long time. We cannot get over and get this damage. And one guy that will go down, though, is going to be Shish and Unseen. He's going to try to remain truthful to his name and stay unseen for at least a little while longer.
Could not be working out for him, though, because he's got the teams hot on his heels. They're ready to chase him down into this. We need a home still within it, though. They're going to walk straight into Unique, who have had so many strong games, and this circle has worked out for them massively here. Unity, remember, they've been within military base since the start. Yeah. They've been enjoying watching all these other teams come in towards them.
Saw Scoom getting knocked just before. Wizards made their way down towards the C block as well. Now, he did get back up on his feet, but it allowed for them to get in without any really confrontation. So for Reciprocity to have to take the fight here is going to be extremely difficult, because Raffi isn't with them. He's all the way over in Billboard. All of El Gigant now making their entrance known. There's one little house as well, and this is what it's going to be down to. All these houses shooting at one another without a chance to push until they're going to be forced out because of the circle.
Now it is this waiting game of who's going to explode onto this first, right? And that's the one way to put it. Benkonis have really gone for a more central position, which is quite surprising. They were the last ones in. It was looking rough for them. They spent all that time trying to find the boats, and they've now got themselves in a position where actually it's looking good for them. Quick Math still up in there as well. These are 2 teams that came late to the party, but it could massively benefit them.
Both Reciprocity and for the other guys here, they want to do everything they can to stay in. There you go. Asferin secures himself a double, taking out 2 players from Desperados. I believe that only Torcero should be remaining now. I'm trying to find him on the map, but I can't see him anymore. Oh, there he is. Coldamentum and Sorcerer. They're both alive down in the garages. But for Reciprocity and for Force, you saw them right there. They're on the team to focus on. One is in, one is out, but just a 1-point difference. And, well, neither of them, to a certain extent, got them the circle. Raffi does have it on Billboard, but I'm not sure that's the place you want to be in once the circle collapses.
And this is what it comes down to now, right? How are teams going to maneuver their way in it? Unity have been here from the start. They've been able to get the best position to play from, but can they hold on to it? Pressure is going to be applied, but it's more of how people are going to get onto Unique. Once again, there's more teams coming from this western side that Unique will be trying to pick off from quite afar before they make their push in.
Look at Cypher's angle. They're so smart. Torcero was not wasting a moment. Did exactly what he had to. Expect people to be everywhere, and in that way, you will never get surprised. Now Max is solo. Erangel, they're pushing up over towards Force. They cannot risk going down this early with the Reciprocity still in the game.
Nice spray coming out from Max as well, gets himself the first knock, but he takes a lot of damage. There's nades coming out towards him. Larza pushes over the top, and Larza comes in to deal the damage, looking to finish him. They're in the circle. Asperin has to react. Asperin has to get it done, but it's not going to happen. And Avangard are eliminated once again in 14th place. What is going on for these guys?
Lashav's perfectly timing on that push on over. Such a smart play coming in from him. Right there, pushing. He knew he had the surprise angle, but now it's going to be El Giganten, a team that we as well hoping to see getting inside the top of the mix here, but they're going to be squaring off against We Need a Home.
We Need a Home. They've been having some really solid games to start off with. Still 4 players up and running. Savage and Deegs in the top of the house, and they just need to play this so smart. They've also got Unique around them, so they're engaging in multiple fights across the board here.
Plenty of fights happening at the same time as this circle is coming to a close. Ben Q in the meantime saying, guys, can I just squeeze my way through here? Should be an issue, right? Trying to do so and see all the damage being done. Mithralius jumps out of the vehicle, taking out Orange, knowing there's still a battle going on here. Unique trying to third party what's going on between We Need a Home and El Giganten.
Paula Derek, proned and ready, standing, looking for him, just running around the houses. Drainies is there as well, just looking on the outside. Is he going to be able to hold on for too much longer? Standing needs to be careful. He's out in the open. Lips in and smash bait, trying to force out Deeg still.
Three-way fight happening outside of military as well. So much shooting happening right now. Paul Derek pushes in, gets himself a kill off of it too. Keeping We Need a Home in the mix here. Smash bait, forced down and off, gets down Deeks. And I believe that's all of El Giganten down and out as well.
And that's already 5 kills.
28 players alive in this circle. It's not something you see very often, but every single team is shooting and fighting each other. Bloodrock trying to hold off even more players. Unique now pushing in on the stand and just outside the window. Wants to get on in there, but there are more people coming, and he's just buying himself some time.
We Need a Home. They thought they had the position, they thought they had the push, but Unique were ready and waiting. But they're also being attacked by elsewhere. Paula Derek looking to get some extra kills in, but he can't get the finishes in there. We Need a Home get eliminated. And this is more than just a third party. This is absolute chaos.
Look at that new circle. It's popped right on towards Unity. There's no cover for anyone. Reciprocity still alive, and you still have 4 us in there as well. Who will be the team to get out on the top? It's going to be so difficult to see Pelsic going down there. Nice reaction from Intense, making up for that somewhat misplay last time around. Meet Jamaica say, you guys can ball our island, but we will come down and take it back.
That was a little bit too close for comfort, right, for MYM. They did spot him. Intense got it done, but that could have been a sneaky position to play from. Now MYM have to work their way in, but also be very cautious of Test, who is just proned and ready, hiding around the side. Now Unique, when they come out of this compound, they've got Unity just shooting in on them, which means they need to find some smoke, some cover to help them get across. But even when they do get across, it's a very open area.
So difficult to do anything from Hero Connell trying to sneak his way on forward. There's not a whole lot more you could do at this point. Solo player remaining, still with a chance to make it into the finals next week. You do not want to lose any points that you could have kept. We saw Rita in 2 games ago just keeping herself alive with her smokes, got her 5 placements off of that. So as much time as you can buy yourself to stay alive, it's going to be good for you. Test pushing up here, gets the knock onto 1, but immediately Roopsie is there for the return.
Test doing the best of what he could, but it wasn't meant to be. Standing starting to push his way up, though, and the 3 players of MYM he's about to walk into. Is he going to be able to do any damage? Flurry spotting it out. Flurry's seen him. Standing can't react in time. He starts to spray back, but Flurry misses some key shots. How does this keep on happening? The nade comes out. This could be huge. Standing, no way should you be able to pull this off. Flurry has to be so careful. Standing's hungry for the kills. No way should he be able to do this. Robsy on the side as well. And finally, MYM. It may have been awkward. Ooh, that nade was close. But Unique finally do go down. MYM, you have to be a little bit more on point than that,
boys. That was really scary. Had he been knocked, could have been the rest denied for his team. But as the circle is closing in already, fortunately, he was able to stay put. Rafi, from one scrappy cover to another, finds himself a burned out vehicle. Scooms taking his position inside the guard tower. This is what they have to play with. There's not a whole lot more to it. And still, you got 3 guys alive in 4 us. Reciprocity, they haven't seen them go down yet, so they're thinking, we gotta stay alive here. We gotta stay alive.
Reciprocity, they've kind of been the silent people within this, right? They've been engaging just a little bit, but it's more about getting the correct positions for them as of now. O'Connell, probed and ready, just hiding out there. The teams to look for here is definitely Desperados, 4 us, and MYM.
Look at Drone. The counter opposite to what a drone is normally used for. He's sneaking forward, and we keep talking about this. The team that can't make it, the teams that aren't in, can't be the upsetters for the teams that try to make it. Lodgy spots out. gets spotted out in return, though. Drone going down immediately, but one more player down. Force. They have quite a few kills. I'm not sure Reciprocity has that many in return, but only 2 players alive now. It's going to be tricky for them because they're not in the circle yet, and Reciprocity are.
Goom trying to tap away there. He's got some good cover to play with. There's a lot of MYM players waiting. Intense just missing a shot there ever so narrowly. It is 4 kills in total so far for Reciprocity, but they need some more. Rafi's found the headshot onto Finguin. And Broken, he's just trying to sneak in there, but Desperados, they're ready and waiting. Coldamenter's not going to fall for that, and the Swarm get eliminated in 7th.
More and more placement points to be racked up from all these teams, and it's going to come down to that one placement difference in who will make it and who won't. We still have one more game to play after this, but this could very much determine, at least for Force and for Reciprocity, which of these 2 teams will make it into the finals.
Intense and Rubsy, they've made their way in.
What does this say again, James?
It says, welcome to the military base.
That's a good guess.
Everyone is going to die real soon. There you go. My Russian is on point.
That's a better guess than I could have come up with, so I'm just going to say that's correct. Because I don't know what it says. Rafi?
Finguin was knocked, and I thought he was just going to wait for himself to die out there, but Rafi still found him.
Yep, important kill coming in from him right there. You see right now that position given up because they had the sneaky drone coming in. It realized for Unity that people were making it from that side of the map. Now they do make the run on up. They're inside the circle again. But look at this position. There's just not a lot to play from.
The funny thing is, it's all these. It's like there is cover, but it's just a minimal cover to play from. It's so difficult to find a position where you're not going to get shot at from one side.
Exactly.
Reciprocity pretty split up here, but they can all try and react at the same time, because when you do pop up from these positions, you are very much exposed.
And that's the thing. Reciprocity is sitting on half of the circle, so one player will pretty much be inside the next circle no matter what. But it's going to be for the 2 other players. How will they get there? Because there's no res coming in if one gets knocked. Like whatsoever. Rafi is prone behind a vehicle, and Shiv and Skoom is sitting in each their guard tower. There's nothing they'll be able to do. Look at the positioning. I mean, they're just buying time. As they should, should. There's no reason to try and force anything here. Buy yourself some time and look at this circle. Where will we go? We will go towards Skoom and Rafi. So Shiv will have to make the move.
That's not too far for Shiv to go, though. He can prone and crawl through that. It is ideal for MYM as well, but it's Unity, 4 Rs, and Desperados that all have to move, while O'Connell is just waiting for one player to poke out.
Wizards, they still have a chance in this as well. They got themselves the win in the previous game. They could do something here. 2 wins in a row would be super important for them, but look at his position. He's not inside the circle yet, and he has a lot of opponents to deal with.
And you just see Shiv snaking about. He's making his way in, and he will get in the circle. Oh, O'Connell, trigger finger ready. So Zera was looking for it. Has he got a grenade to know? He's only got smokes to play with. He knows he has to move because he'll just be pinned down otherwise. And this is good, though. It gives him a chance to reposition himself and try and fight them off for a little bit more. He's delayed them for now, at least.
For now. But for how much longer will he be able to stay put? As we said before, it could be that one placement difference that will make the big difference in the end. Skoom gets spotted out by Roomsy. No nades available. It's not a whole lot he can do with that. Goes back down into cover. Meteor Makers as well. 2 good games here could change things up, but they need these teams that are above them to go down and out. Intense taking a nade to the face, though. Goes down, but immediately after Skoom does as well.
Those nades were huge. Good effort from Skoom. He should be able to be rezzed up by Rafi as long as he can survive. He's starting to run off towards him. The smokes aren't down anyway. Coldamenter's all alone as Tozera's dying out to the circle. And that circle doing some wicked damage right now. Coldamenter here's what's going on. He's going to go in for the kill onto Metralius, and that's what he does. 4 us eliminated in 5th place. Reciprocity take down MYM. Reciprocity are bringing up the kills, and they're looking for a potential win here. They've got to take 2 players of Unity, one of them being knocked down, and Coldamenter just on the other side.
It's going to be such an important win for Reciprocity to be able to pick up here. They got a 2nd place last game. If they can go 2nd place, 1st place, that would be absolutely insane performance on the final day. Shiv, he has an idea. Does he see him?
Did he spot him? I think he spotted him.
I saw his knee down there.
He's like, I saw a leg, I saw a foot. Or am I dreaming? Can I see it? Can I get it done? Now he spots Coldamenter. Takes the first few shots, can't make it connect. Cold's got a nade to play with. There's not many players with grenades left either. Barrels out towards Shiv. Oh, that's huge! The timing, it worked out perfectly. And now Rafi, he has to get the job done. This has all gone in favor of Unity. Shiv's not going to be able to be picked up from the side. He comes out into it. Rafi gets the kill, but now he's low on health and all alone. He's got a nade of his own. He's going to barrel it out. Is it going to land? Gets off the first aid kit.
10 kills and a top 2 guaranteed. No helmet remaining from Ravi. One shot to the face should be the difference maker. Unity already up there, and that's going to be the difference as well. Down they go, but 2 second places this time around with 10 kills to it. Reciprocity